Okay.
We on?
Yep.
We're back. Sorry, we lost you. Everybody's gonna have to, if you can't find us, get out, come back in sometimes. But Matuska Taxidermy Supply Company back for take two.
Take two. Brett Wingfield, Mandy Swart, Kirsten, Jossie.
Tom Matuska.
And Tom Matuska. And I think where I left off, if you were here, I was saying that we employ some of the finest sculptors in the world, bar none, with making our products for us. I always pride ourselves when I look around the supply room and all the products we have. There's nothing that I wouldn't be afraid to mount on and know that it's gonna produce a good product. But heads are one thing that we kind of start with, and we use them on our own animals. This is a bear. It's a 4 3/4 inch sow, and we sculpted this from a carcass cast made from a skinned out sow this size. And like I said earlier, if you missed it, sows and boars can be the boars can be a little bit heavier in the face, oftentimes. So we made this head. Cindy Chrisman from Wisconsin sculpted this for us from the reference we gave her. Then we give this to different bear people throughout the country and get feedback. If this does not produce a good looking 4 3/4 inch sow, there's no point in putting this on a mannequin and spending a whole lot of money. That's how we developed everything, whether it's the whitetail, whether it's the mule deer, whether it's the sheep, whether it's the bobcats, whatever it is. We start with the head, make sure that it's going to look like the animal it's supposed to represent. Once the heads were done, and we have, man, how many heads do we have? A dozen different
trivia questions.
heads? We have a lot. It is
We have more
trivia
than that, yeah.
but bear heads. So once we had these, then we went to full shoulder bears. We have sneak bears and we have upright bears like this. This indexes right onto here, so you can have a closed mouth, 4 3/4 inch sow.
But I want an open mouth. What would I do?
Oh man, I have an idea. We also have 4 3/4 inch snarling. And the neat part about this is that if you are a do-it-yourselfer, you can use a slimline jaw set by Harvey Moore, by Moore Specialties, that fits right in here. You can build all your own gum line, all the detail in the mouth yourself, and save a lot of money. Or this will also fit the Harvey Moore mouth cup, and the mouth cup snaps right in. The
Has
gums
all
are all
your
done for you.
work pretty much
Everything's
done, yeah.
beautiful on them.
Yeah. There's been some significant award winners on these bears.
Oh yeah, yeah.
John Palucci says a little sporadic today. That's every day, John. Every day.
John Bellucci, thank you for your email.
Yeah.
For your
Just got
Facebook
a
thing.
Facebook message,
That was pretty interesting. He's got step by step by step, absolutely everything. Way more than what we're going to show you today. It was
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
He says best whitetail deer forms on the market.
Oh, they're getting better. John,
They're getting better.
just after your post, I said we've got to send you one of the new prototype heads. They can't be beat. We have been having rave reviews. Anybody that's used them, we've had award winners already with them, and people don't even know they're out. They're fabulous.
Holly just says, yay, you're back, and make sure you have a good Memorial Day weekend. You too, and make sure you stay tuned, Holly, because I believe your name may be called.
Is Holly back? Holly's always somewhere.
He is always. Douglas Montgomery says, what's up, Matuska? Doug from Indiana.
Hey, Doug. Hi,
Doug.
Dougie. We have change out whitetail heads. New ones coming.
One's just getting the production room.
Exceptional mule deer.
From our Sagebrush series.
Sagebrush Series mule deer. Dwayne Dewey sheepheads. We have a very nice selection of Dwayne Dewey sheepheads.
Bighorns.
Now, if I'm doing my measurements right and getting my form, why would I want to change out head on top of that and add $30?
I would call you and ask for a deal. Oftentimes, it depends on, there's such a thing as commercial taxidermy where you get something close, you make it fit. You just kind of compress the skin or stretch the skin out, you can pull it. But a lot of taxidermists want to be a little more exact than that. A lot of times, we're finding that, for instance, deer from different locales, vary a lot in width. I mean, a 7.5 inch nose to eye may vary a lot from area to area to area. So we have a pretty good selection that something we're going to have is going to measure up. A lot of people call with their bears and they say, you know, my bear measures nose to eye really carefully, but this one's a little bit different. Can you measure between the eyes for me? And we'll do that for them too.
Yeah. Another place would be for some of your life-size mounts. Some of those life-size mounts are tremendous mannequins, but the heads haven't been updated in 20, 30 years. And
Oh, yeah.
there's some pretty new and exciting mannequins out there.
That's a
Heads
real
that-
good point, because there's companies out there that have hundreds of life-size
Tremendous
mannequins, but
bone
the heads
structure,
are
Yeah.
1950s and 60s. You know, they're
Flat
when
top
the
heads.
yeah, flat top heads. We have heads that will go on. You want to see me juggle bobcats?
Nailed it.
Sidney Chrisman bobcat heads. These will
That's a nice
these will
yeah.
make Big Tom,
Little Tom,
Little Tom, and
Baby Tom.
Siamese. These will mount into the nicest looking bobcats you've ever seen. More coming from her. So there's always going to be a reason, and today our reason was we have a customer who has a 21 by 23 inch neck whitetail deer semi-sneak right, and we happen to not have one. So we are going to take the new prototype head,
I'm excited.
and we're going to just remove this, put this on. This is a 7.5, which we need.
Gives us a chance to use the new head
Sure.
critique, kind of make some decisions on it before we throw it out there to the rest of the world.
Yep. Good.
Yep.
You excited? Want to see it?
I'm excited. Let's
It's
do
easy.
it.
That's fine.
Before we start, I'm going to show you a few of the tools that you're going to want to have. Of course, you're going to want to have, you don't need this, you can use hand saws, but nothing is nicer for form alterations than a Milwaukee mini sawzall.
Make sure it's a red one.
There's a word for it, can't remember what it is. Cutsaw, hacksaw, sorry Mark. Hacksaw. These are, we can't operate our shop. We got this size, and then we've got an 8-volt too. It's absolutely fabulous for doing alterations and modifications. Drill, we use a lot of Torx head bits, so we got a couple different size bits for those. To position our head initially, we like to use, they're actually landscape screws, but they're big hex head screws like this. You buy a pack of them of what, 10s
We
maybe?
actually are carrying
It's
them.
a new product.
You can find them on our website. We have 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch. And they come in a pack of 10 with the bit. So you get the bit with it. And the 6-inch is $10.50, 8-inch is $15.75, and 10-inch is $20.25 for 10 in the bit.
That is a deal, because if I go uptown right now, I gotta take 2 times that amount.
$2 a piece.
Then once we get this all put together, you're going to want to shape your modifications. For rough shaping, we like to use a form
Rasp.
rasp.
Oh,
Sorry,
man, I keep leaving
too many
it.
tools. Form rasp. There's also, we call it a muscle rasp, but it's another very similar tool. Again, I cannot function without my Cutsaw rasps
Hand files.
like that.
Found in Tom's favorites on the list.
It is. I love these things. This is just our form rougher, the small form rougher, both big and small. Work really good for roughing up
That
your form.
detail, a lot of people that detail rougher, show them your no slip design. on it.
I made these handles like years ago, and with the narrow band, they tend to stretch and they slip off to the side. And brand new, they were the best thing ever. And after a few months of use, they you didn't use them anymore because they slipped off the side. I built little wings on the side. This cannot slide off to the side. It'll stay in its little channel. If it does start sliding off to the side, soak it in water. You know what happens when leather dries after it's been in water? It tightens up really, really tight, and it'll tighten it right down for you.
Not if it's flesh thin enough. win to win.
Now, I have an exciting thing today to show you, and I think it's going to be really, really fun. We were deciding who was going to do what task and who's going to cut this head off, and Mandy said, I will, and we were all a little surprised at that.
How many fingers you got?
Show them your finger.
You got 9 and a
You
half.
got one little hooky one there.
You got 9
From
and a
a
half.
previous incident.
That was with the buffle head.
Okay, let me clear some things out of the way here. We'll get started. Now, anytime you do alterations, if you've not done any before, you know, our audience is some extremely seasoned taxidermists all the way down to beginners. So if you're a beginner, the littlest task can be kind of intimidating. So start little, don't start with massive, massive alterations. One of the first things I did that scared me to death was I had a muskox. I paid $900 for the form, so that tells you how long ago it was. And it already came in the box in like 6 pieces, and I screwed it all together, and I had to make it much bigger, and I started cutting and extending, and I have so many pieces on the floor, I'm literally in tears because I don't think I can put it back together. And my wife and I are trying to make a living and make ends meet, and we got 2 little squally kids we're trying to raise, and this muskox, I'm gonna have to buy another form. She's gonna kill me. Anyway, that's how I started Baptized by Fire for alterations. Okay, so we'll get this down. Mandy, right?
Oh, I really am.
You're really cutting that?
Oh gosh, yes.
This is gonna be one of those that like.
Have yourself a good stand, Bob Father mounting stand. We like them. How many do we have in the shop now? We must have 2 or 3, 4. Okay, to start with, I think we'll cut this off.
Yeah.
And I like to myself, I need to align this as close as I can. So I'm going to want to make my cut the same on this as we do on this. That's going to be hard because I'm going to do this. Mandy's going to do
You
this.
never told me that part.
You mess it up, it's going to look like a trap. Anyway, I like to cut them in a little bit of an arc from right behind the board in the head to the V in the throat. And I'll do this one on the bandsaw because it's fast and easy. And then we're going to have Mandy cut this one off with the hacksaw.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should have me cut first and you follow my lines.
Nah, not to worry.
Thinking now.
And then we're going to adjust this for pose and attitude. We're going to put it together with our screws and foam it.
We're gonna foam it. You can also use auto body putty.
Auto body putty, a lot of people use auto body putty.
But while you do that, I'm gonna level the form. Anytime you're making alterations, make sure you've got him straight and level. And you guys out in front of me can probably just tell me, am I straight? What
Yeah.
about anybody? Doug, is it straight? I'm also gonna check the back. Somewhere right in there.
That's good.
All right. And the back, we're just going to check with a torpedo level. We are
Fire one.
pretty close here. That was the torpedo. Good. Then we're going to Tom's getting a marker so we can mark what we've got. We're going to take a few measurements so we know where we
Douglas
started.
Montgomery says sure.
Thanks, Doug.
Here's a marker. It doesn't hurt to take some measurements, you know, like Brett was saying. When you start turning things and changing things, the people that made this originally put a lot of effort into reference and lengths and sizes. If you wanted to go from under the chin to the beginning of the brisket, I got 18 inches. So I'm going to want that V on here to be the same, you know, pretty close. And that'll change a little bit depending what his head's doing, just so you don't get 22 inches. That means your head's out here and he's going to look like a Chernook or something like that.
So shall we mark it for Mandy?
Do it.
So So we'll
Do it
take
on-
this head.
Mark it on both sides so
Don't
that
expect me to follow it.
you are good at it.
Blakey says hi. Hi, Blakey.
Hi, Blake. We haven't seen you in a long time. We haven't heard from you.
I'm just gonna set this up kind of in the same attitude as it.
I prefer
As
a
it's cut
straight
off?
line.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Smooth and pretty.
So we're gonna come in here and I'm just gonna trace this same line that Tom cut on the bandsaw. And Mandy's gonna cut it with the hacksaw.
Stay tuned, you guys. Everybody, this is you're gonna like this.
This is gonna be a ER visit. I'm down to 8 fingers and 2 toes.
Poor Quinn.
I know, right?
Watch.
All right, I think that's your mark.
On your mark.
Come around here. Do it.
We will work with whatever you give us to work with.
That's right.
You want it down a little or up a little? You okay?
I don't think so. Watch your finger.
Not bad at all. It'll work. Yeah,
Got a little messy there.
you're okay.
You want to do it again? Hey, we could turn him a little more to the right.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. You did good.
Did I leave too much neck?
No.
Cut off
no,
too
no.
much neck.
Okay.
Talk
you wanna-
about this whitetail head you're using real quick. Tell me about it. So it's not on line yet, but it's going to be in a few weeks.
We molded this, and I mean it's pretty popular. There's some minor little changes. We made the changes. It's being molded right now. We have the original prototype that everybody seems to be using and doing just fine. The new one's going to be. Most people won't notice the difference.
Parker just mounted on it the
Over
other
here.
day.
This was a student. Now, kind of a plug for the Northwest Iowa School of Taxidermy. This is a student's second year or first year.
Second year.
Now that's pretty good for a student's first year compared to mine. Mine is in the closet somewhere.
Give us a call to start your award-winning career today.
Just put it together yesterday.
It's got a lot of detail in the head. It fits. You won't believe it'll just lay together. It will fit so nice. The nostrils line up. This is a 7.5. Next will be, I think, the 7 1/4. Then we'll do the 7 3/4. Once it's a go with all of these heads, they will start going on mannequins.
And so then we'll have a whole new line with those.
Yes.
So we've given a few of them away to have people try mounting on them. Couple people that sent us pictures. One was Ty Duncan, and he said, new whitetail changeout head, can't say enough about how well the face fit. The deer mounted itself, and I owe it all to the sculptors at Matuska. I'm impressed to say the least. So that was Ty Duncan's. And then Adam Lubenthal mounted on one of our wall pedestals and competed with it with the brand new changeout head. And he did really good at the Iowa show. Iowa show. So it just, everyone that's used it is really impressed with it so far. So be looking for that. That's going to be coming out.
It's a great head. We'll pick it absolutely every time. Do you want to, should we use a little screw to start with?
I got a question here.
What is it?
Do you level the head as you put it back on by the ears or the horn block?
We're actually going to use the front corners of the eyes. You can use any known index point. I would not trust the head block. That can move in production, but we're going to go off the front corner of the eye, and we'll show you how to do that in just a second. Great question, though. Great question. Got to put it back straight. Oh my goodness. Tom is getting into his bag of tricks.
Jessica Fowler says hi from Minnesota.
Nice.
So we are located in Northwest Iowa. So for those of you that are in the Speedy Zone, we ship Speedy. And for those of you that aren't, I'm sorry, but call us and we'll figure out something to save you some money.
Hey, pallet shipping.
Pallet shipping is a huge go, so give us a call for that. And with pallet shipping, we also offer extra little deals and discounts on certain stuff.
Very cool. Cool options coming. What are you doing?
What
Well-
do we got going on here?
Some people, not some of you, but some of the other people that aren't tuned in, do not have an eye for straightness and levelness. This is a Johnson laser level. I think it's pretty inexpensive. It might be $150, but if you send something to a customer with crooked eyes or crooked head, you may lose more than $150. I am going to stick this on the side of this. Maybe I can. Yeah, right there. And I'm going to turn off the lights just so you can see the laser. But that line will always stay level.
One
Can
of
you
those.
see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Tom's gotta show off toys.
I know.
It's got a vertical line and it's got a horizontal line.
So where do you get something like this?
You can get them online. Lumberyards will have them. It's a great, great, great aid for people that don't have lots.
Hi, Jimmy
Working
Davis
with-
from Wisconsin.
So-
Working,
We've got him level up in true. According to the level, I didn't even get to see the lines.
oh, you didn't? And they were there.
Are they good?
No, he was
Are they
level
good?
before. So, I'm going to give you just a little bit that way. Okay. Put in a. We're just going to put a temporary one here to start with, right?
Yeah.
Pull him out a little bit, maybe, yeah.
David Berneman from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Let's not do this. No. I know. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Now, pick your attitude. Make sure that your back plate is level. That's what's going to hang on the wall. Oftentimes we'll give them a little more alert. This deer, we think this looks nice. He's got a nice chin up just slightly, you know, alert. I like that. We can do something like that on that one.
Say when.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, what if I took one of these and ran it through each eye rim? Would that be okay?
Yep.
I'll do one to start.
So for those just tuning in, you're using the screws, the long screws that we're now carrying.
Alteration screw.
Alteration.
Good to go?
Yes.
Checking the level. Yeah, let's bring it down just a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and put one on the other side.
While you're doing that, one thing, we are, stay tuned to the very end. We have 4 giveaways from the last 2 weeks to do, but we also at the very end are going to be giving away the Pronta Edge
Put one on that
knife
side, and then maybe we'll
that comes with
switch that
blades,
out. Sure.
a holster, and they now come with a blade remover. So that, stay tuned for that because we're going to be giving this away at the end.
No?
What do you look for?
Which one you got? You got the tough one? Let's see, tough.
Ace.
Okay, go ahead and put a screw in that side.
All right. While you're doing that and you're looking for the tape, if you haven't used, okay, mind you, I have a hook because I've cut my finger before. So nothing is better than, hold on. You lay this in here, you press down, you pull out to safely remove your blades, and you can put them on that way too.
From opposing directions.
It's a very cool tool to have. And safe.
Okay, now, we've got 3 landscape screws holding him. Just a little bit like that. And I always tell students and people that don't do this a lot, get away from your work and see it. You cannot tell if this is straight this far away. Walk across the room, look at it from across the room. It'll jump right out of you.
Go ahead and pull this one out.
Okay, put a new one in, a big one. And you can put all kinds of shims in here and things like that, but we don't find the need. We don't find it
I might
necessary.
even just have a different spot going from here.
Good.
So how many have you put in now? 4. So what they're using are these alteration screws that we sell online. They're available in a 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch, and they come in sets of 10, and they come with your bit.
Good. Okay, now what I was looking for before was you got duct tape. I got duct tape. The stickiest duct tape in the world is Scotch's Tough Duct Tape. We don't sell it, but this is the best stuff ever for duct tape, and we
Wow.
should. It's good.
Denny Steer wants to know, why do you use a change-out head? What was wrong with the head that was on the form?
We didn't have a 7.5 in this big a neck.
And in this case, we wanted to try our new head. So we've got to get a few more skins on this head before we put it in production, and this was a good opportunity for us. But in the taxidermy shop, it can happen any day and time that a customer can pick out, oftentimes on wall pedestals, they're harder to find. Wall pedestals with the right measurement matching.
Yeah, we have, I don't know, maybe 8 wall pedestals, and they are all 7.5, I think. They don't have big ones.
Our bear change-out heads sell a lot, and that's the detail in the head. We might not have the form or the pose you need, but everyone loves the heads that we have.
Mule deer, I think we've got the finest mule deer on the market. I don't think anybody would argue that. We don't have it in every shape and size, and every now and then you've got to get the body from another company, but
Sagebrush Series mule deer are
yeah, absolutely.
taking the
the
mule
finest.
deer industry by storm. They're super popular.
If you haven't tried one of our sagebrush mule deer forms, you will not regret it. Everyone that has tried it has not. They just
And
fall
there's
right
more
in love.
sizes coming every day.
Yeah. 8 more coming to the catalog for sure, right?
Mhm.
So they're in production already. And Tom's just spanning the gap. We're gonna pour foam in here to take up this gap, and the duct tape is gonna keep it from going all over
What
the
kind
floor.
of duct tape?
Freshly waxed.
Here, go ahead and stick some on that other side.
What kind of duct tape did you say you're using?
Scotch's Tough Duct Tape works really good. But this is a pretty waxy form too.
Well, we can do a giveaway from the last 2 weeks. We are giving away 4 of our new sharpeners that work great. From 2 weeks ago, our winners are Red's Taxidermy and Holly Jissa. So you guys comment what color you want, and we will get one sent out to you. And then last week,
Those would be good on a keychain.
Yeah.
They are.
They are keychain friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And then last week, while you guys were at the Nebraska show, you asked one question to people as you walked around and did the mount of whose raccoon was it, or who was frying the bacon and the eggs, but who mounted that
It
raccoon?
was one of the nicest raccoons I've seen.
I heard it won a lot of
It
awards.
was-
And the person is the name of a car.
Sure.
But the answer to that, we actually had somebody Facebook message us and someone comment on live. So we're gonna give away 2. But those 2 are Bruce Sheeter and Adam Niehaus. So again, comment you guys on which sharpener. You have the pink, the leopard pink, orange, and blue. So let us know which one you guys want, and we'll get those out
Are
for
we
you.
gonna give the answer?
Yeah.
They know the answer. They told
Great
us the answer.
color.
Chevy.
Was the-
I think we should get a sharpener too.
Yeah, there you go. It's at his expense. Congratulations to Greg. He's a absolutely super talented taxidermist in all areas of the industry, and everything he does looks pretty darn good.
That's all around that guy.
Okay, now, we got them all sealed up all the way around. Now, the big mistake you can make is pouring foam in here and compress it, and all of a sudden your head is sticking out here. We're gonna tack this a little bit first. Just seal it so that it can't blow off. We're not going to pour too much in here.
We're going to use our 2-part foam. For those of you that are not familiar with pouring foam, it's pretty simple. It's the same thing the mannequin's made out of. It's
Urethane
measured-
foam?
Yep. It's urethane. It's 2.5 pound density, 3 pound density.
Yeah, it's 3. They call it 3.
3. And it's best if you, for those of you who don't weigh out your foam, this is pretty important to maintaining the integrity of the foam that you pour. So your alterations are only as good as the foam that you put them together with. So Tom is weighing out each pour because the part A and part B don't weigh exactly the same. So if you eyeball it, you'll get decent foam. If you weigh it out and measure it, you'll get a real predictable result.
Now, if I just look at these, the weights are the same. The weights are the same, yet this one's much higher, you know, in the cup. Okay, then if we pour some in there, and I were to loosen this, I'll pour it in, and you can rock it back and forth, maybe. The object is to kind of coat this inside, hold the head in place without blowing it away.
Sure wish I had some of those new black rubber gloves.
Oh, yeah.
When I mix the foam, we're just mixing it in wax cups. I pour it back and forth. This foam is not a fast foam. It's pretty slow to rise, which gives you plenty of time. They recommend mixing it from 15 to 30 seconds. If you mix it after it starts rising, you get a lot of air in it. So just mix it till it's a nice butterscotch color.
All the marbling is out.
Oh wow, look at the new camera lady is working with the new camera.
Is
I'm
she
trying.
super steady?
She's doing
We
good.
should get some likes for the new camera lady.
Yep. Ooh, Holly says pink leopard. Surprisingly, the pink leopard sharpener is our most popular one. That's like
That's
our
funny.
go-to.
That's
Okay.
what I picked.
Here we go. Now I put paper on the floor because invariably we always, I was probably gonna do the whole thing in it.
I bet.
Invariably we'll always
We good?
spill it on the floor.
We're just gonna rotate it back and forth a little bit.
I think so.
So can you see it setting up?
Yep, it's starting to rise.
Now sometimes we'll just put a little on a spot, put another in a little spot.
Here it comes. I'm gonna start going upright so it starts filling.
Now it's real difficult to mix small amounts of foam and have a decent result. The foam that we sell for taxidermists to buy. Here's my little cup here, spilling over.
Oh. Oh wow.
But the foam we're using here is the same foam that our mannequins are poured with, and we have nice mannequins. Nice firm crust on them.
Is that a shout out to Joe?
Oh yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
Bolash, who makes these,
Yeah.
and his crew, his ever expanding crew. We've got like
Here it comes.
30 people working here now. Did
Oh,
you know?
sure.
Jared Emery says Brett owns 4 pink leopard sharpeners.
Yeah. Shh.
Speaking of,
Nice chickens, Jared. I like your chickens.
You gotta talk that way.
Oops. We'll have to make you some artificial heads for those nice chickens. Okay, now, if you want to, a little back pressure is pretty helpful too. I don't put too much in there.
We were just gonna tack it.
I know, we tacked it good though, didn't we?
What are you doing?
I'm in back.
Jared must have been working really hard today because he developed a meme for you from today's picture. Hey David, pull my finger. From the picture of the event. Jared, get to work.
Okay, now you just let this foam, it'll be sticky for a while, let it set up. Then we're gonna pull the tape, we're gonna carve it down. We're gonna use our rasps and our tools to shape it to what it was, only now it's gonna have a 7-inch nose to eye.
So the
7.5.
Scotch tape you like better than just regular duct tape?
It
It's
works
tackier.
good. Like when we do our damming and stuff for the mannequins, that's the only thing that'll stick to those clay
Scotch
armatures.
duct tape. And our alteration screws, that's what you guys are using.
We'll clean this up with the Quetzal wrap.
So, when this is done, I won't stick it on there, but it's gonna look something like that.
Do we want to real quick show our new water brush, detail
Oh, yeah,
brush
yeah.
that we were talking
Well,
about?
they're back ordered.
They're coming in tomorrow.
Oh,
But we sold out so fast on this after the video, if you missed it.
We'll show you again.
So we have this new water detail brush while they're getting ready. But what the guys found out, you fill this baby up with water, and then the tip is just like a
Like
brush.
nylon, pointed
Yeah.
nylon bristles.
Actually, I think.
And it goes real good, but this is with water, and then you dip it in your liquid scales,
Yeah.
and he's got his finger
Yes, I have your finger cup thing.
to go. But we sold out of these so fast.
No, I think it was Amber that actually started
It's
playing
a
with
good
this
product.
thing. It really is. It makes the water-based paints go on really smooth and easy. It doesn't dry in the tip. And we'll just do a little bit of scale tipping here on this perch for a minute. But just to show you how simple and easy it goes on. It kind of goes on like a calligraphy pen, so the more pressure you put on it, the wider area it surfaces.
My problem with the conventional Taklon brushes is they start splaying out after a while and they're hard to keep a fine point.
This is just the liquid scales product that's going on here straight. I don't have it thinned. The water brush actually already has some water in it, so it's
Seems like it
they're
allows
going
you to
on
do
nice
more
and
than a normal
smooth.
brush. Like keep going a little bit.
Yep. And the nice thing is you don't get that little buildup as of dry paint as you go on. So this thing has kind of sold itself. We at the show we had people buying 3 or 4 of them.
I know.
Yeah. So we sell them actually singly for $4.95, and then or you can buy a 3-pack for $11.95. So it's a little bit.
And because you have the water in the tube, they clean really easy, really fast
Yeah.
and easy.
So get yours tomorrow. Mandy
Yeah.
says they will be in
delivered
stock.
tomorrow.
We had some disappointed Nebraska people when we sold out of them right away on Friday, but they will be hitting the mailboxes tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay,
Our foam ready?
it's not ready to cut, but we can play with it a little bit, but I peeled off the tape. The tape all came off really well. We got some sticky areas as it's starting to cure. We'll leave the screws in for just a couple minutes here till this really hardens. You don't want to, it's still expanding a little bit, so you don't want to take your screws off and have something become misaligned. And now this is just, while we're waiting for that, this is just adding a head. A lot of times we do turns, we do offsets, we make things like this into a wall pedestal, and that's a whole nother set of alterations.
Make a nice seminar or a nice.
Sure, we can show you how to do that. We actually have to make a nice wall pedestal coming up.
You guys have like 13 minutes, and I get the last 5.
Wow.
That doesn't make 18, I think that means 7.
When are we getting more red extra large Matuska t-shirts? We've been sold out forever, says Rob Levy.
Rob, I will make sure we work on that tomorrow for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob got his muskie.
Another one that's online is we do have our black taxidermy ones.
Ooh, yeah,
Hey,
these
there's
ones are
Wheelie.
There's
cool.
Wheelie rocking it.
And
I'll
now,
look into that, Rob. it's not ready.
Knife here? What's that?
I said, is it ready or you want me to do something else?
My new favorite knife, a Weeby. Oh, you just keep talking. I'm just gonna carve a little bit.
Couple things we have coming up is the UTA and the Oklahoma show, which is in Oklahoma. We're at in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, yeah.
Okay, Oklahoma City. We are going. Are you taking pre-orders or just your truck or no pre-orders? But you can call and get the show discount and we'll send it to you. We are sending some supplies.
Yes, we'll have a booth set up.
Yep, so give us a call. You're judging, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you doing a seminar too?
Yes.
Yes.
It'll probably be on casting fiberglass fish, reproductions, making casts. We'll cast a couple.
Okay. And then Brett is going to the Missouri show in July. August. So Missouri show. So again, give us a call. We'll make sure we get discounts to you and get the show.
Any questions we didn't answer today, Tom will answer at the show next week.
Yeah, for those tuning in, this is Matuska Taxidermy Supply Company, and we are going live every Thursday. Tom Talks Thursday, but every Thursday at 4:30 Central Time. You can tune in. If you've missed them before, no worries. You can always go to our Facebook page and go to the videos and watch everything and learn, see all these tips and tricks.
What are we doing next week?
I thought you left those in.
What's that? I took them out.
Expensive. What are we doing next week?
Next week, you guys are doing turkey.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Tom Talks Turkey.
Tom Talks Turkey, Thursday.
Okay, now we're gonna blend all this really nice and match what this deer look like, and it's always handy, especially with beginners. We just have a mass of foam here. You don't know what's going on or what it's supposed to look like. If you have another good mannequin around, you can see how the muscles come off of the cheek, where the ear sits, where his neck bulge lays. You'll be able to see all of this on here and sketch it on and mimic this to.
We have a new
Oh,
helper.
we got a
We
special.
have a visitor. And
We
what
got
do
a
you
special
have?
guest today.
Can you wave to the
Hi,
camera and
Quinlan.
say hi to everyone?
Say hello.
Remember, my name is.
Hey, look. Hey, no. What?
He's gonna introduce
You're gonna
yourself.
say? Can you say hi to everyone?
You're on TV.
I'm Grandma.
Your grandma.
Not yet. Don't say that.
Okay, and you're gonna blend everything on here. Make sure everything's straight. All is not lost. If you put this on crooked, it's just a matter of one cut, turn it to what you have to do, and recut it. Another thing that, should I put the rod in? Do we think
Yeah, we better reinforce it.
time? This is strong. You can. Some people use Bondo, and Bondo or auto body putty. I call everything Bondo. That's auto body putty. Some people use auto body putty. I do well with the foam. I've had auto body putty, probably from lack of preparing my surfaces properly, bust away. I still like to have some kind of reinforcement. There's a couple good ways to do that. One is you can take a spade bit, drill a spade bit with a long bit all the way down through the neck, fill it full of auto body putty, slide this down below the surface, let it harden, fill over and rasp it off, and you have a really good secure, this is what, 3/4 inch probably down.
Yeah. Yep.
Another method that's really easy is I took ready rod, threaded ready rod, I sharpened it. If you can look at that tip, I sharpened a chisel point on the end. And, put that in there for me maybe. And on the top, I took my little sawzall with a metal bit, and I actually cut a slot in the top of this.
Don't try this at home.
Don't do that at home.
And I made a little slot that I can put a screwdriver head in. Driver bit. Then, I'll hold it if you want to dry.
Okay.
Does that look like a good spot? We're going to go right above the eye. Just so you don't come out the side.
Yep. And don't hit the head lock.
Aren't you afraid you're gonna break that eye hole off?
Try that.
just gonna get it started turning here. And this is really, really important, especially when you get into some of your heavier antlered and horned animals. Sheep, I wouldn't do a sheep without one in it.
You only got one speed?
Oh, we can go faster. It's gonna catch your hand.
Do you want me to do it?
You most certainly can.
Now, with that slot in there, you're able to set it below the surface of the mannequin, so it's not going to interfere.
Right.
We're getting a lot more pressure on it, and could have used a little.
When you don't like the sound.
She doesn't like sounds of power tools.
Now with this counter thinking as far as it
Sure.
Yay, he did it.
Couple more turns.
Okay, did that seem a little long? Did it have to be that long?
We want to get it well past the
I just
Okay,
into the
so
shoulders.
that's
But
an
you came out
average.
over here. No, that's, and yes, it didn't have to be that long, it just had to go past the cut.
Yeah,
But,
but well into the shoulders just to make sure.
Now, a little bit of clay over there, or we can foam over it, or we can auto body putty over it. Then it's just a matter of, with your tools, bring back your detail that you lost when you cut the head off.
Ty Duncan's watching. Ty, I totally called you out earlier. The guys are using the new whitetail head that you used and really liked. So I kind of gave you a shout out, so you'll have to rewind and watch. We do have a giveaway for next week while he's doing that. Our giveaway for next week is this Piranha knife. It's a Piranha Edge. It comes with 12 replacement blades. It comes with a holster and a safety blade remover, which is very swift.
Show me how that works.
I just did. You have to try it.
I haven't seen it.
These are sold separately, but all you do for these is you stick the blade in here, go down, press, oh, of course it's not gonna work, snap it shut first, press and twist. Whoa, way too hard. That looked way too hard.
You struggled on
It
that
is
one.
not that hard.
Nice.
But you can put them on that way too. But we're gonna be giving this away, but what you have to do is you have to like our video right now, so hit the like button, share it, right next to it on the other side is a share, so just go ahead and do that right away. And then I want you to tag a friend in the comments, and how you tag is
Oh man.
@ and their name. Okay, and then their name will pop up, you click on it. You guys, you have to share, tag, and like the video. We won't choose you. You won't go in the contest unless you do those three
That's good
things.
for everybody, that.
So make sure you like, share, and tag. And next week we'll pick a winner, and that winner will get that Piranha Edge. So you basically have, if you didn't catch the live video today, it's okay. You have till next Thursday to do it. Every Thursday, 4:30 Central Time, Machuska Taxidermy Supply Company, and we are going live. And Turkey next week, and stay tuned for sales. Yeah.
Avalon sale.
Oh, yeah.
On
Can't
that note,
forget.
we're doing a huge Havalon sale. I mean
Huge.
huge. You won't get this from any other vendor. We got kind of special privileges
Look at
to do
those
this.
Prices.
So the prices are cut quite significantly. Father's Day is coming up, so get ahead of the game and get that special dad something. We're still doing our $500 giveaway for supplies, so just share, tag, you can go to our Facebook and review us. 5 stars, write a couple comments, anything like that, and you're in the winning for the $500 giveaway.
How long does that contest go?
It goes till the end of June, so you still have a good month here.
Hey, the spectators are having ice cream. How come we don't get ice cream? Oh,
They are having ice cream.
do you have one of those little sponges anywhere?
What else do we have?
Sanding sponge?
Standing sponge.
That's a good tool for all. When they kick us off?
This weekend is Memorial Weekend, so everybody stay safe. safe, and a huge thank you to all our military personnel and their families for all you guys have done. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. We'll be having, if you aren't on our email list, type in your email in the comments because we do sales through email all the time. So we'll have a Memorial Day sale, we'll have a Father's Day sale, we'll have, my mom's eyes are getting really big right now. But get on our email list because you don't want to miss that. We're trying
She's
to
not
get
a
you
big
guys different things
proponent
all
of
the
all these
time.
sales.
Next week, turkey, we'll have something turkey going on, so stay tuned and get on our email list.
So we're gonna have something like this when we get done here. Make this look a little prettier. Now we've got a 7.5-inch head on a big
Nice big Iowa
23-inch
deer.
neck.
Yep. That's gonna be pretty.
We altered his pose just a little bit, picked his head up. It's gonna be a nice alert deer. That's gonna be a pretty mount.
It is. And you can do that with any of your deer. Your mule deer, your whitetail. Update them. The newest, latest, greatest.
To show you real quick, don't forget, you have to share it to be in the running. So here's your share button. Hit that, hit your like, and tag a friend. Remember when you're watching our live videos, if you want the comments to go away so you can see more detail, you swipe. Gone, swipe there. Swipe gone, swipe there. Kind of like that. So that way you can see more detail if you can't see it. That's is that good for today? We're gonna get cut off. It only lets us go for an hour, so you gotta go.
Even when we start late, huh?
Well, oh, technically, I forgot about that.
Maybe you have to keep going. Who keeps track? Who's got the timer?
I don't know, we got cut off last time. But a huge thanks for tuning in, you guys. We love seeing all the positivity come from you guys and liking us and all that. So thank you. Tune in again next week and 4:30 Central Time, Thursdays, and we're going to be doing turkeys. Turkeys. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.